Alright, this is where they play the pointing game at once I get here to try and make it look like you're just pointing for directions, you know, like where to go and shit like that. I strongly suggest you go to Google and type in Organized Gangstalking and point your finger. And look at how many Google generated responses you'll get. And what they do the same thing in stores, like when a target enters a store. Through the stalking, you know where a target's going. And if you do this, go to Google and type in Organized Gangstalking or Gangstalking, entrances and exits of businesses or retail stores, whatever. And you'll see that this is one of the primary locations that they'll introduce what is known as street theaters, where they prompt a visual expedition for a target to see, a crafted expedition for a target to see. In other words, like if I'm entering CBS or exiting the entrance of a CBS, what they'll do is be stationed at that specific location to engage in organized gang-stalking physical gestures, like touching your hands to your face, your mouth, your nose, pointing your finger. And this is how they make targets feel stalked, because what it is it's actually just nothing but a manager who engages in organized gang-stalking, and what he does is get people to be along a target's path as they're out in the community to engage in the repetitious physical gestures, and this in turn makes the target feel stalked. And this is literally how they operate. So if a target is like on the trolley or entering a trolley, the first thing they see is they look up in their environment because they're entering the environment. So they're looking up, and that's when they know that they got the target's visual attention, because whenever you're exiting or entering an environment, you're looking straight forward because you're actually entering into something. And these people did their homework. They know human behavior, sociology, and psychology, and so their whole goal is to make sure that when a target's visual attention is up, you know, and forward in reference to like going into a place, that's where they'll engage in the physical gestures. I got an individual, black individual, approaching me right now. So this is what they do as far as like when they enter or exit a location. And so what they'll do is they'll engage in this pointing and the other types of physical gestures that they sensitize the target to. Now this is how a target feels stalked, because everywhere a target goes, they experience the physical gestures by the individuals that the manager of these expeditions is putting along a target's path. Then when the target, like say if you're in a restaurant and you experience somebody putting their hands to their face like this, or just putting their hands to their face like that and then taking it down 30 times in an hour, that's no accident, okay? So this is what we have to understand. It's the repetition that makes a target feel stalked. So today's date is July 24th, 2012. Right here, and I'm in San Diego, California, and I'm a target of what is known as organized gang stalking. And what they do is just do nothing but put these little fucking dweebs along my path to make me feel hyper vigilant that, you know, they walk by, they're going to do something, try and grab my camera or whatever. And this is literally what they do, okay? Because the manager and director of these expeditions does not ever, the whole goal is to keep a target hyper vigilant, non-stop. Okay, that's why the repetition is done, for a target to constantly see. And what I mean by hypervigilant is what they'll do is have a target assaulted, and then right after the assault, they'll get individuals along a target's route to engage in the direct conversation tactic. And within those conversations, they'll lace dialogue that is threatening, that the target's going to be attacked again. That in turn makes the target feel hypervigilant about what's going to happen next. And then since you got the other individuals that they put along your path, that are engaging in the physical gestures and the combined direct conversation tactics, this makes them continually feel stalked, while they're also recuperating mentally and physiologically and psychologically from the attack. And this is all done to make a target feel non-stop harassment, hypervigilant, hyper-alert, and this is literally how they operate. And so my name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California, and today's date is July 24th, 2012. And this is literally what's happening in the neighborhood, San Diego, California.